one. All right, so catch me up. Who is Ryan Garcia? What's happening?
Oh man, okay, so I'll start here. So pretty much, Ryan Garcia got invited to some ritual thing. I don't know where it was at. I want to say California. Who freaking knows? It's probably California, where Hollywood, originated from. And when he was at the event, I guess like he was running at night or doing some workout. He found like some owl-like figure about 20 to 30 feet tall, and essentially what happened that night, which he didn't really know this would happen, but the people, I don't know, the high elites, pretty much wrapped him and tied him around a tree. And I don't want to say what he saw because I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there with him, but according to him, this is all from YouTube, all from a live. He made a video. He saw kids kind of being semi-tortured by the elite people. Again, I don't know if that's true, but that's what he said on the video that I found from TikTok. And since then, he's been speaking up like, hey, like Bohemian Grove, this shit is it's pretty wild. People should watch out. And if you're up there where he's at, as far as a high elite person, be careful. Funny enough, I think a week to 2 weeks later, when he was being interviewed, he was such a different person. Like his persona changed so much. And I feel like, I mean, for me, in my opinion, don't quote me on this either. Take it with a grain of salt. I think he's a fucking clone right now.
You think he's a what?
A clone.
What makes you say a little bit of a stretch, but what makes you think that?
It's two reasons. I have two hypotheses. Either he's a clone right now, or either two, they are giving him hush money. Because there's no freaking way that you go from that, like, that thrill, that shock to like, oh yeah, forget about it, guys. Whatever I said before, it's just whatever. Let's just talk about.
Nah, bro, they're definitely making him do that.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, if yeah.
So, he did a video, or not a video, but he hopped on X with Andrew Tate and a bunch of other guys and was saying all that stuff. But that he also released a video after that, and you could tell like he was kind of reading from a script. There was a lot of people in the room because he looked very uncomfortable, like one of those type of situations.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you zoom in like on your phone or like just screen record the video, zoom in at his eyes, you could definitely tell he's reading some type of script, and that's not original. So they definitely got him for sure. And if he keeps up, they might either again arrest him. I don't know, like censor him, jail, kill. Who knows? That's what happens though. Unfortunately for those people.
I just know I've been seeing everyone talk about this Netflix show, or it's like a documentary, and it's about the whole thing you're talking about, like Nickelodeon stars being, sexually abused, sexually assaulted, so on, so on. But yeah, honestly, I think there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Did y'all watch that show yet, or at least the part of it?
Mm-mm.
Man, oh man, you just have your popcorn and soda ready before you watch it because it's pretty good.
What's the name of it? It's blanking on me.
Quiet on Set.
Quiet on Set. Yeah, no, that's been like all over my feed, dude.
Yeah. Apparently, Dan Schneider is he's a foot fetish type of guy with little girls.
Ooh.
Hey, you had me at the first part. You lost me at the second.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. He's weird, man. I mean, he got his money now. I mean, at this point, they can't really do anything. But it's crazy how he tortured like people like Amanda Bynes. I want to say what's her name? Ariana Grande was a part of it too. The singer. She's very popular.
I felt like she got out of there early though.
I think she's still in that cult like Illuminati, man, right now.
Might be.
That's why she's on fire as far as fame and numbers and concert sales. Like, I mean, she wears red all the time in her music videos, kind of like that Doja Cat girl. I think it's all connected.
Bro, Doja is insane.
So what makes you guys think, like, why is all of this coming out now? Why is all of this, happening in the last, couple of years? Is it like the decentralization of news and media, or what do you think? Like just a big uprise from celebrities? What's going on?
What
do you think?
So I'm thinking, see, man, to be honest, like I think we're getting close to the end times. Because did you see where the moon was like rusting red?
We gotta pull up that Bible verse. There's a Bible verse where it's like something in the moon turns red or something like that. But keep going, Chris.
Yeah. So no, I mean, a lot of stuff lining up, like biblical stuff lining up. Like when the ocean, or not ocean, but water going through the desert, like all the birds were dying, like just a bunch of stuff lining up. I'll be right back.
It dropped us on a ball, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Revelations right now that's kind of interaligning. I just don't know if it's the actual physical death, like end of the world, or if it's more so a shift in consciousness and a beginning of a new world. You know what I mean?
That's that's actually a good point. I never thought of it like that, like a shift in consciousness. Because I think if it is a shift in consciousness and it's pretty positive for our growth, I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
Kind of like a spiritual awakening for everybody on this planet.
Mhm.
And that right there, my boy, I do definitely believe in for sure. That could possibly happen. Either that or F at the end of the world. Who knows?
No, it's definitely happening. Because you don't
If
just see
it,
all these people all at once talking about it at the same time. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff about like the moon. Was it the path of the solar eclipse? Have you guys seen that? Like April 8th is
Oh,
supposed to be the end of days, apparently.
yeah. Hmm.
Where it goes through like all the cities of the like Nineveh and all those.
9 cities named Nineveh. Like that, Nineveh, Indiana, Nineveh, Oklahoma. Like, you know what I mean? It's like 9 different places named the same place. And then they land in a place called like Israel or something, Iowa or something, one of those states, but it's weird.
And
Path
then
it takes the
dude,
city it crosses over.
yeah, not to mean to cut you off, but a dude showed a video of it, and it literally makes like a big cross across the U.S. or wherever it is. I don't think
Wow.
it's in the U.S., but
Makes that little pattern there. Yeah. Honestly,
yeah,
I don't know, but I agree with Savvy whether it is a physical end of the world or whether it's a consciousness shift. There has been a lot more awareness, in regards to where growing up, like we weren't talking about meditation. We weren't talking
yeah,
about write your goals down, visualize this. Like if you were doing any of that, you were crazy as shit and, talking to yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know, Tyler, like the way you describe like all this stuff, I feel like that's one of the reasons why you're actually doing successful on TikTok. So I'll give you like a lot of praise and just keep going with your TikTok, bro. I feel like people need to be more aware upon this stuff because actually a lot of people aren't. There's still people out there that don't know shit about this stuff. And I appreciate you for educating your fans, the audience, upon great topics like these that are very vital to like a a a thriving lifestyle or either detrimental lifestyle if you don't want to care about it.
call.
So I think that's awesome from you.
I appreciate that. The funny thing is, like, I could talk about like meditation, how to change your life, consciousness, life and death. I could talk about
Mm.
any of that crazy stuff. Nothing happens, but the algorithm, anytime I talk about Kellogg's or cereal, that shit fucking blows up, dude.
What
I
is up with
swear, dude.
Kellogg's? Like, what is up with that, bro? I mean, I understand what you're talking about, but like, how does the algorithm blow that shit up? Like, why?
I couldn't tell you honestly. I don't know if you know the story, but the CEO was pretty much like Americans are complaining about inflation and food being crazy expensive, and so he's like, "Oh well, fuck them. They could eat cereal," and then raises the price of cereal. So the whole country, everyone on X, Twitter, TikTok, they're all like, "Oh fuck the CEO. We're banning him," and it is honestly beautiful and crazy to see just millions, masses of Americans, wake up and say like, "Hey, we don't want to be fed all this preservative bullshit, processed bullshit, and we don't want someone who's blatantly doesn't give a fuck about America."
Yeah,
Hmm. Are most of those people that say that are they Republicans? I'm probably positive they are.
Bro, I don't
I
even
couldn't tell you.
real quick. I don't even think though like the titles even are relevant anymore because the views and stuff for each side are so construed. Like I don't even feel like it should be liberal, Republican, you know.
That's so true
No,
though.
I mean, honestly, there shouldn't even be two parties, or the three parties are really just two because everyone like fucking hates liberals.
Yeah,
Every video I post, they're like, blah blah blah, you fucking liberal, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, you don't even know who I voted for. Like, chill.
Yeah, I see them like I go through your comments. But that's the first thing I do. I click on your videos, go down, scroll through, just people flaming. I'm like, dude, get off this guy's page. You're giving him like watch time anyway, so you're helping
Yeah.
his video blow up even more.
Haters make that shit go viral, but yeah, no, the Kellogg stuff is crazy. It's just millions of Americans. I think it's on both sides. I think you have Republicans who are like, oh yeah, fuck, America, we need to gain our power back, we need to start farming again, we need to be more
hmm
sustainable, we need to be more self-reliant. And then at the other side, I think you have the Democrats who were like, just looking for something to fuck, and they're like, fuck, corporate America, fuck the 1%. And so I think you have both sides. And then for some odd reason, you have like people who are like just wanting to protect the 1%. You know what I mean? I don't get it, but they're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You guys are hurting Kellogg's. Like, stop the boycott. And I'm like, why does it matter to you?
Well, shit, he getting my
if
money
they
because I got
needed
a
it.
box of Cheerios right there in the fridge, so he's making money from me. That's all that is. I mean, yeah, I don't
Dang,
know. I mean that I have no idea. I have no words for that. All I know is, regardless, the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer.
that's true.
But
So how
but
do y'all
it
feel?
does.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead. But it does start with like, okay, like anybody can get wealthy, anyone can get rich.
Yeah, that's true.
It starts with knowledge.
Now
It starts with knowledge.
that's facts
Oh,
though. You can
yeah.
teach yourself anything. I was gonna say though, like, do y'all even think there's a middle class anymore? Because all the wealth transfer went to the richest 1-2%, and then all the like homeless people or the people coming in, immigrants, they're getting money from us, like tax dollars going to it, getting cell phones, credit cards, housing. Like the only people that's getting mainly taxed is the middle class. Like it's pretty much gone. Thoughts?
I agree with you 100% because I mean, if you look at your average payroll, if you're not making money, then you're getting benefits, you're getting free food, free healthcare, free housing, all of the above, free daycare, which is expensive as shit. So
Yeah.
you're getting paid to live for free pretty much. Middle class, like you're saying, is the only one that's paying taxes. They quite haven't figured out how to make more income yet or how to avoid taxes, and so that's why they're getting like fucking pounded right now. And
Mm.
then the rich, they know the ins
The
and the
loopholes.
outs,
Yeah.
and so you're exactly right. I think middle America is getting fucked, where it's like honestly you're better off getting food stamps or making $1 million a year. There, it's no in between.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, that's
What are
real,
your
bro.
thoughts,
Yeah, so
Savvy?
my parents are like technically middle class now, and my dad's always complaining about getting taxed hella dollars. I'm like, damn, dude, this is why like being an entrepreneur is very important, especially if you can, withstand the rough parts of the process. Because
Hmm
once you make it and get past that gap of like frustration, it's like, fuck, it was worth it.
Yeah. You just gotta get there though.
Yep, that's it, bro. And I feel like nowadays, in our culture now, because I mean, we're all like 22 through 26, 25 years old. In our culture, like a lot of us make entrepreneurship look cool, but in reality, that shit fucking sucks at the beginning.
Yeah, bro. It does.
Like, there's so many women on TikTok, so many guys. Oh yeah, I made 40,000 a day through forex. I live in this penthouse in New York, in LA. Wow, I party. I party on the weekends with. No, like that shit is hard as shit. I want everyone to know that. If you're watching this video, entrepreneurship is hard. There's days where I cry endless nights. go through depression, panic attacks because I think about like my future way too much. I need to be more in the present, and that's just like the part of the process, honestly. But once you make it
Yeah.
up there, you're like, fuck, it was all worth it. It was all worth the pain, the crying, the sweating, the spitting, the praying, whatever.
Yeah. I will say this too, like the more like you go through trials and tribulations, you'll lose more than you'll win, but the wins will be so much bigger. So in entrepreneurship, that's what I'm learning so far.
Dub, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm about to touch on it spiritually. Honestly, I just lately I just so like I think we all can agree, right? Like we're living in this matrix, right? We can all somewhat agree that
Mm-hmm.
this physical reality is not everything that we see. And so like if you look at it on a scientific standpoint, what we see, what we can touch, smell, all of this is only 5% of the visible spectrum. There's that whole 95%
Mm.
of x-rays, phone rays, paranormal, so on and so on. And it's like honestly, dude, I think we're so much more powerful than and bigger than what our physical bodies are than what that 5% is.
Yeah.
And so I think honestly these trials, these tribulations is just a journey or an experiment to prove to ourselves that like, hey, we are, bigger than this, we are better than this, and wherever we stick that awareness, that you ever see that all seeing eye, the pyramid, and it
Hmm.
has a laser pointing through and then it goes pew and the laser goes from small to big, you know what I'm talking about?
Nope, lost me at the laser.
So think of Pink Floyd, right? He's
Yeah.
got the pyramid and he's got the single laser. It's a single laser beam going through the pyramid. And then the
Okay.
all seeing eye, and that laser becomes more wide, more like a triangle
Oh,
pointing out.
gotcha.
So it's just like our awareness is this light, and wherever we focus it, it's like gonna grow. It's like we're gonna be shining this light on this plant, watering and
Mhm.
growing it. And so, like, I think whatever we put our awareness on, it's gonna grow. It's a
That's why
whole
they
big
call
ass
it laser
ramble.
focus.
Say again.
I said that's why they call it laser focus.
Laser focus. Yeah, I gotta pull up a picture now. And
No, but like, have you ever seen or heard somebody talking about being laser focused on their goals? Like these entrepreneurs or like big stars or whatever. Like it's whatever they're focusing on and putting their awareness on. Like you're saying, it just grows it and multiplies it. Kind of gets the ball rolling and then it snowballs. So
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's real. Hey, I'm sorry, Chris. Sorry to interrupt. Off
yeah,
topic, but Chris, you look high as shit. Are you high right now?
no,
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to ask that. I'm like, dude, it's just bugging me just looking at you right now.
no,
Okay,
bro.
back to it. Yeah,
Fun
I
fact.
agree with that.
Fun fact, real quick. I haven't
Yeah,
smoked anything since January 2nd. So
that's awesome, man. Good for you.
Hey, good job, Chris.
That's interesting. But yeah, the laser focus is definitely real. I know the pyramid thing you're talking about, Tyler. I've seen something on X about that 2 days ago.
bro, y'all know what's crazy is I got like banned on X, and I don't even know why. Like months ago, and they won't like I put in appeals. Like what the f? Why did I just get randomly banned one day? Like my account's suspended permanently for I don't even know why. So
Hmm.
Oh,
like I can't tweet, I can't like stuff, I can't retweet, and I put in appeal after appeal. Like it just randomly happened.
they're coming for you, man. I'm sorry. You
Like what
better
did I
get
do?
some
I
Why did I
guns.
do that?
It's
was gonna
because you're
say, were
working
you
with
posting
Amazon.
stuff?
They
Or
want you to work with X.
Do what,
were
Tyler?
you
What'd you say?
posting stuff on? Were you posting stuff on X, or
No,
like what
like
was?
the only thing I would do is retweet stuff. I don't know. I got on it one day, retweeted like three or four things like I normally do, and then the next day it was just your account's been permanently suspended. I was like, oh, all right, well,
Fuck on Musk coming for you.
hell,
He's like, you got the Amazon shirt on. You got to work with us instead of Amazon now.
hey, I'll do it. Probably learn a lot of stuff I don't want to know,
Right now, you're with Jeff Bezos, man. Go to Elon's company.
bro. I would work for
So I
Elon.
got a
That man's
question.
smart. Let me learn something. Yeah,
You guys know how everyone they're trying to shoot for Mars, the moon. Like we're trying to always look exteriorly to these other planets. Like, do you think that's a way, or do you think humans should be like, should we be looking to go to another planet and create life there, create, a planet that's sustainable living, or do you think the Earth is already too fucked? They know that, and that we can't do anything.
It's a great question. Honestly, like the Earth will heal itself, so I don't think we're too far gone. I do think that they think we're running out of time. It's either rapture or they're gonna pollute the world so much that it's not gonna make sense to actually rebuild it or whatever. So they're trying to find other options. Um, Other than that, I just think that the rapture is gonna happen before they're able to do so. Because have we
What
even
is
went
your
to the
what
moon
is your
yet?
actual proposed date for the rapture?
I don't know. Nobody's gonna know. So
There is no, as I say,
God
inside the
says there'll
Bible,
be
there is
time.
no
There'll be
specific.
signs.
There, I was gonna say, just like Chris is saying, there's signs. They're talking about the moon will turn red, which we're seeing with rusting. They're saying there's going to be
Mm.
false prophets, false Bibles. But in all honesty, if we look back at history, like King James, the Crusades, all of the stuff that happened in the medieval times, like the Bible's already been changed so many times, and the Ethiopians are probably the closest to having it right.
Yeah, there's been a lot of books that have been removed from the Bible too.
There has.
Book of
Do either of you know
Enoch.
what the Book of Enoch is?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what's
That's
y'all's?
crazy. Oh
I'm
my
about
god.
to go real quick, but what's y'all's favorite part or favorite part of the missing Bibles and why?
Mm. I haven't read too many of the missing um, books. Now there are a few that I've heard recently that I want to listen to or read or whatever, but probably just the Book of Enoch because it like explains everything after death. So I thought that was really really interesting and
I
how it
like
was set up.
for me it's actually I read this like a month ago. The book of the dream visions and the book of Enoch
You said you
pretty
read
much
it.
talks about astronaut like astronomy, like how it connects. Yeah, yeah. I don't, dude. This stuff is so interesting, bro. Because like I
It
really
is.
don't know. I don't know. I have no ideas. Because now that I'm reading the Bible like every single day, and this is missing, I'm like, what the fuck is real now? Like I just don't know. But if this is a part of it, um, I think it's legit because it talks about how like um, the Book of Dream Vision appears to have been compiled from an older Kenite text in the early Persian era and was likely attached to the astronomical book from the beginning. Um, so pretty much it comes from the medieval poetry in which the poets describe someone falling asleep and dreaming the events that take place. Like I have no fucking idea to be honest. I need to educate
Hmm.
myself more on it, but it sounds interesting. And I think it is missing for sure. That is a missing book, the Book of Enoch. I think that topic overall is real for sure.
Now, how do y'all feel about fallen angels or dark angels? Do you think they exist? Where do you think they come from? Do you think they were here since God kicked Satan out of heaven? What's your thoughts?
Okay, so
Ooh,
shoot in the
yeah, I
dark,
think
right? Nobody
they've always
knows,
been
but
here. I think.
there's so many different religions, right, where they kind of tell the same story in a different perspective. And so, like, you hear about the
Mm.
Anunnaki, right? And they came down to Earth and they
Yep.
made humans, spliced humans, and now we're their slave race or whatever. And so, honestly, I think fallen angels, I think angels could be another interpretation for extraterrestrial, and extraterrestrial could also mean like a higher dimension. You know what I mean? And not just like, oh, they come from another planet, but like they're actually of another higher dimension and they're able to coexist between, 3D and 4D, 5D, so on and so on. But I definitely think there
Yeah.
are some sort of fallen angels.
Savvy?
Question for Tyler: how can those fallen angels, I guess, benefit humans?
How could they help
I don't
us,
think.
or how could we help them?
How can they help us?
Yeah, so I mean, I think if you look at mystic Christianity, right? Like, I don't know if you guys heard or what you guys think about this, but they say that Solomon was a wizard, like King Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying he was a wizard. He's got, and if you look at like Freemasonry, the whole way they build their temples and their lodges, it's based on King Solomon and what he would do. But King Solomon, what he would do, like he had apparently had like a whole book, a grimoire of magic and spells and books, and he said that he
Oh
used
wow.
demons. So demons, you know what I mean, could be in typical sense here. You're like scared, don't mess with it. But demon could also mean like a spirit, a being, an entity. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a dark demonic being, but so in all honesty, I think that what you describe as a fallen angel, a falling being, is just part of that 95% we can't see, that paranormal, that, extraterrestrial, that spirit that we can't see, interpret. And I think just speaking to spirit can help. But I mean, also discerning, like, hey, you have to judge it by its fruit. Is this coming from a place of love, or is this coming from a place of fear and hate, and asking what kind of vibrations, what vibes are you getting?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like that
Think
kind of
of
ties into like people selling their soul and stuff like that. Savvy was asking about how could they help us. I don't think they're here to help us. I think they were kicked out of heaven, so they're going to try to manipulate us to do whatever they want in exchange for our soul. That's why I think
Mm,
they're here.
Mhm.
wow, that is so like. That's why you should definitely find the light and whatever you believe in, Christ, whatever the universe, and just stick to that
Mm-hmm.
because it's
I
coming,
like
man.
I like
I don't know when the rapture's coming, but it's coming.
What'd you say,
I
Tyler?
like
Go ahead, Tal.
Chris's answer. I was gonna say I like Chris's answer right there when he was like, "I don't think they're here to help us. I think they're here to help keep us enslaved." And so I think it kind of, when I heard you say that, I think of like the Matrix. You know what I mean? It's like the Agent Smiths or like the reptilian. They're like, "Oh, we gotta keep them."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Down, keep them stuck in the Matrix. And so that's what I kind of like clicked in my head when you said that.
yeah, I feel that.
That is a fucking good movie. I tell you that right there. Keanu Reeves, great job.
So
2001.
that movie still has a lot of relevances like now, which is kind of crazy.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a lot.
Oh yeah. Keanu Reeves. If you're ever watching this video right now, if you're ever watching this, you did a great job, man. I want to meet you one day.
Dude is so genuine too.
He is.
Rides the subway like every day or something like that.
That's crazy.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
So are we gonna like schedule these every week, or is this just a one-time thing? What are we thinking? Because honestly, I'm down to like have some kind of podcast set up like this, and we just post this.
I
Thoughts?
honestly, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with. I don't want to commit too much because then I'm like, I don't want to create too much content. But I'd say at the very least bi-weekly, I'd be down for like a weekly. Bi-weekly at the minimum, weekly
Mm-hmm.
weekly at the most. Like I definitely could not do this 2-3 times a week, but yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like on top of like your TikTok content, dude, content is like a full time job. That's what like
yeah.
it's so hard.
I
It
love
becomes
this shit is
draining. Like you have
mine,
to really
bro.
like schedule out your content. I love it too, bro. Like it's just awesome.
Incredible. It's
My so
great.
you're already monetized on YouTube, aren't you, Savvy?
Close. I need 2,001 watch hours.
Bro, I set up my business account for Instagram so I can start getting like promoting it and stuff like that. So I just told Savvy this, Tyler. I got a bunch of EPN stuff. I'm gonna start promoting that because I'm already affiliated with them and get stuff for like $25. So supplement company lit.
VPN?
Let's go. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to start posting, bro. I want to see your games now. I want to see it all.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
What'd you say, Tyler?
did you say VPN? Like VPN?
No, E as an elephant. EPN.
What's that?
So EPN supplements is an enhanced performance nutrition. Supplement company, they don't put any like heavy metals in their stuff. It's all lab tested. It's made very well. It tastes incredible. There's no stimulant, pre-workouts, stuff like that. Vegan workouts, you got regular workout proteins, vegan proteins, stuff like that. You got collagen, you got your fish oils, you got apparel, like all your health stuff. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Code C Apple. Anybody that watches this.
Damn, dude. How am I supposed to top that? How am I supposed to top that? I got Rise right here. I can't
Yes,
top that.
sir. Bro, I got
Bro,
cinnamon
dude,
toast crunch protein, and it doesn't give you like the bloated, gross feeling after, and it tastes delicious. So,
Ooh. Are you counting the calories from your protein too?
hmm sure am.
That's good, man. There's hella calories in this stuff, bro.
Why not? Well, how much is in that one?
I guess it's not too much, but it's 130 per scoop,
Yeah,
25 grams of protein. That's not bad.
that's pretty good.
My go-to's been me and Axel's been hard on tuna every single day. Tuna and macaroni or tuna and rice.
The
It's
tuna,
like so
bro.
cheap. It's like 96 cents for like a can of like 22 grams of protein per can. That's like such a steal. Shout out to tuna companies out there. Fuck Kellogg's. Just
Bro, I
kidding.
wouldn't
I
mind
don't I don't know I
tuna.
don't know much about Kellogg's.
I'm dead.
I've been loving chickpeas, dude. Chickpeas, like you could
Oh yeah,
make
I've been.
Oh.
whipped cream, you can make a chicken fillet, like a chicken patty, you can make hummus. What was that stuff we ate the other day? What was the chickpea stuff? Falafel. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm in love with falafel.
Falafel. Let's go, bro. Falafel is busting. I love it.
Wow, Tyler, keep me accountable, please, to make a how-to video on how I prep my meals. I haven't done it yet. I've been procrastinating it, but I got to do it today because I'm eating some pretty good food today.
Nice, dude. I'm not gonna lie; those I
That's
would
what's up.
say out of like those are my favorite videos. Like whenever I go to like I'm scrolling by, like the poses and the workouts, like not too crazy, right? But then when I see the meal prep, I'm like, that's where it's at. At least for me. I think it's cool too,
Yeah.
like a
I'm
little
gonna try that
behind
out.
the.
I'm gonna do that because like everyone's asking me. They're like, I have a couple people asking like, "Hey, are you on steroids? Are you on this?" No, no, no. I'll just show you guys what I eat every single day. Plus genetics. Genetics play a huge role too.
I'm excited. Savvy, what's like the goal or what? Not even what's the goal. What about content makes you happy? What makes you passionate about it? Because you've been at it
Mhm.
for a while, dude. Consistently.
Oh man, such a good question. Um, I think it's for me, of course, helping other guys out that are my age to like think independently and like do whatever the fuck they want to do, regardless of what their parents think, their coworkers, teachers, colleagues, and most
Mhm.
importantly, bro, I like to document my life. I just love to be on camera and document every little thing. Obviously, I keep some stuff private, like my family, but I like to document like what I'm doing day to day.
Bro, it's funny that you say that because I was listening to Andy Frisella and he was talking about how he wishes that there was just like a document camera crew, just filming his whole life from when he was 19 because it was like a crazy story. I'm just seeing everything and then how he changed it and then grew his businesses. So I think that'd be really cool if you start now and then keep it going. I think that'd be dope.
I agree, man. That's a good idea actually from Andy. I'm glad you heard that and found that. One thing also too, Tyler, I've noticed in the past I used to be pretty scared or like nervous to go outside and like shoot a video or like go to the mall. Nowadays it's like I just pick up the damn camera. I'm like, this is a part of me now. Like
Pick
this
up and
is
go.
it's me. Like this is me. When people see me, they imagine, okay, that's the guy from Instagram. That's the guy that told me to eat this amount of protein. Now I'm bigger. Now I'm more confident.
That's what's up.
You got a pretty consistent following too. Like I look at your videos and I'm like, they're consistent. You know what I mean? Like I was looking like 700-800 on TikTok and like same amount of comment. You know what I mean? Like this. It looks like the same people consistently just coming back.
Yeah, I've noticed that for sure. which is good.
Real
So I have to keep
follow.
on going, just keep doing it, and don't expect nothing in return.
Yeah,
What about you? What about you guys? Why content?
I just like making
Well,
content ever since I seen. Go ahead.
you got it, Chris.
Okay. I was just saying, like, back in, what was it, like 2006, 7, when FaZe was playing COD, like, I seen all their videos and their edits, and I was like, oh, snap, this is super dope. That's what originally got me into it. And then, bro, I remember this one video from forever ago. It was Pomage, FaZe Pomage. He just made like an edit of the little Groots you get in the little cans that dance, bro, and he was like playing music and put some like disco effects on it, and it was lit. I just remember that and thinking it was so cool that if if I could make something like that, just like with anything, like it was super awesome. So that's what really made me get into it. You can create anything, make anything. So
That is so awesome. Let me ask you this: what is like one of the biggest challenges for you for making content?
for me specifically, it's knowing how to make the edits that I see in my mind because I have not been able to do so, and I don't know how.
Hmm.
And then I get frustrated because I don't know how, and I'm like, you know what, F it, Tyler.
Trying to think of the question again. What about content makes me passionate? I'd say uh, two things that really like hit home with me. I'd
Bro.
say uh, one was like reading Think and Grow Rich, Robert Kiyosaki, and that book like
Mm-hmm.
blew my mind. And so I had that big like aha moment, and just like I was like, oh my god, my life is about to change. Like my life is about to get so much better. Like just from knowing this little bit of information, took me maybe a week to read. I was like, my life is about to be boop, just a little bit better. And so wanting to share that with others. And then for the longest, like just like what Savvy is saying, I didn't want, picking up that phone and picking up the camera, just being so self judgmental and being like, oh, I fucked this up, I fucked that up, blah, blah, blah. And so I kind of stopped, and then I
Mm-hmm.
heard Tate. He is like, dude, he's like, we're all addicted to our phones. Like, just fucking stop. Like, if you want to get
Yeah,
rich, like, develop a phone addiction, which we already have. And then, two, instead of becoming a consumer, just start being a producer. And I was like, dude, I like watching all this weird shit on YouTube and Instagram. Like, let me be the one that fucking makes that shit.
absolutely.
And so
Wow.
it's been fun making
What
stuff that,
video
like,
was that when he was talking about that?
right. I couldn't even tell you. It's just
I've
like a
seen
little
videos and
snippet
like
I
clips.
saw on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I would also say like that little feeling y'all are feeling before y'all like pick up the camera and do it. That makes y'all human too, and people kind of relate to that. So no matter if it's perfect or not, just put it out there because people are gonna watch it regardless.
That's crazy you
Yeah.
bring that up, bro. Because like the videos that I try my ass off on and to edit, dude, those do the worst.
Yeah,
And when I just post something, like right now, I'm about to post something on IG, just some workout video. Watch it do very well. I put no effort into it. I just posted
bro,
it.
they can feel that it's forced, bro. They can feel that.
Yeah,
You're not lying, dude,
damn, that's
because
so
like
real,
all
man.
those TikTok
I'm glad
videos,
you're hitting on that. Fuck.
I put on like so much edits. I'll have like the caption and the emoji and the quick little, things to like keep those 3 second, attention spans, and they do terrible.
Mm.
And then I pick up the video. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the one video that went viral, I just wanted to like take a nap. I was like, dude, I don't feel like making a video. Like, I'm getting like 80 views per video. Like, I'm not gonna make a video today. And so I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap instead. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna post a video before my nap. And I take the video, post it, and dude, that shit blew up. So like, yeah, I think the same thing in
Let's
sales and door
go.
to door, like input and process over output and results any day.
Yeah.
Yo, back when your video blew up, Tyler, how were you feeling? Like, what was your face when you saw the numbers just climbing up the ladder? What were you thinking?
Just know it was like posted it, right? And normally, dude, I promise you, I was posting for like 3 weeks. I could not get past like 80, 100 views. And so posted
Mm.
this one, and it got to like 80 views in the first like 20 minutes or so. And I'm like, oh shit, dude, like I'm popping off. And then first hour, I think it hit like 200. And I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my God, like I finally broke out of TikTok jail. Like I'm past 200. And
Oh,
I checked later. It's at 1,000, dude. I thought I like fucking blew up. Like I thought I was the shit at 1,000 views. I was like, oh my God, bro. Like I made it. I checked back and then it's at like 35,000. And I'm like, dude, I'm like blown away. And like my mind is putting
yes,
two and
sir.
two together. I'm like, 35,000. I'm like, I'm literally talking to a whole city. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. And then it hit a hundred
Yeah.
thousand, 300,000. It's like a million. When it hit a million, dude, I was like, I'm like, that's literally the size of what, like Charlotte or a small city. You know what I mean? I'm like, that, like, my face has been seen by a whole city, you know, and right now it's at like
Yo, that's
1.8 million. Like, this shit is crazy.
1.8 mil. Let's go.
That's pretty fat. Yeah, a lot of appraisal for you, bro. Whatever you talked about,
Let's
just keep
go.
talking about that. Apparently, someone is either liking it or they fucking really hate it. They just want to talk shit. But regardless, it's awesome.
The funny thing you mentioned is like I think the hate, not the hate, but more so it's the controversy. Everybody wants to have their opinion, and
Mm.
if you could stand one side and stand strong and have your one-sided opinion, it's gonna force someone. If you could piss people off, like if you're a good fucking troller, you will be fucking amazing at making videos because it's like those comments and those like, "What the fuck, you're dumb," or like, "You're fucking stupid." Those comments like really blow the algorithm up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why Andrew Tate's so good, man. That is exactly why. Controversy sells, for sure.
Well, that's true. That is true.
That's interesting, bro.
Guys,
Yeah. See, you know what? That's why I like TikTok and Instagram, all these short form videos, man. They're great for controversy, bro. It's like people they're like addicted to that, and people always want to have a say so in like a topic. People want to be right. That's human being. That's human nature. We want to be right.
Yeah.
So when I make a video today saying, "Hey, should I do steroids versus regular food? Like, what should it be?" Like, I think steroids are awesome. They're good. Everyone's gonna backlash me. Most people in the space.
He's like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah, I love trend, guys. Yep, trend's awesome. If you don't take trend, I'm sorry, you're not getting bigger.
Oh, snap.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I was like
Savvy
lifting,
loses
you know what I
800
mean, and I'm
followers.
like just scrolling and I'd be like, Tram, yeah, we're using steroids. I'd be like, whoa, wait a second. It'd have that hook for me.
So I want to hit on that too, Tyler, because I think you do a good job with that these past couple of weeks on like hooks. What is one of your biggest piece of advice on hooks for videos, for titles, and for the intro of the video for short form?
So I'm gonna just know when when we edit this, I'm gonna drop some names here because I follow like some people
Mm.
and they have some
Okay.
like amazing hooks. I have a little PDF guide with like a whole bunch of hooks, but it's pretty much
Oh,
it's mostly questions. So like, am I the only one, you know, who blah 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 blah? Have you guys heard? If you didn't know, like same thing in door to door. Like, hey, if you
the
didn't
solar
know,
curiosity. I hear you.
say, I mean, honestly, so much stuff in sales is translatable, but it's like a whole PDF guide of hooks. So you have the auditory hook, that's what you're saying. You got to have a visual hook. So when you see someone like drinking their coffee, they're taking their hat off, they're doing their makeup, all that stuff, that's like a visual hook to pull them in. And then there's
Yeah.
like a written hook, pretty much like the title or the clickbait. But
Okay.
I'm about to grab some
Dude, if you could,
more
I would love you so
coffee.
much. Shoot me that doc.
Will do, will do. We got probably like 10 more minutes on the little podcast. I'm about to grab some more
Perfect.
coffee, but I'll be back.
You
Awesome.
bet. I'm over here gaming
Hey,
now. I
Chris,
just started up a little
that
game.
yeah, I hear it clicking, man. I hear it. It's clicking hard.
Yeah.
For
What's
everyone that
up?
doesn't know, Chris is a magnificent gamer. Plays Apex. Plays a lot of shit at this point. Plays a lot of stuff. So, um, yeah, that's what he does.
Bro,
He's a
you know
gamer.
what? You know what? One thing I've been wanting to get into?
What's up?
Blender. Do
Ooh,
you know
what
what
is
Blender
Blender?
is? So Blender is an animation creation tool. So you can make like animated videos. You can make like, excuse me. You can make So these people make these super cool edits. Have you ever seen them on Instagram? When I find one, I'll send it to you. It's like a gray and black screen of all this different stuff that they've created. Like, dude created a whole city, and then it was gray and black, and then it switched to the actual thing in Blender, and it was like a whole city with a whole sky was super blue. It was like a futuristic city. It was lit. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Yeah, shoot that over. That sounds pretty cool. Dude, it's a lot to think about, bro. Because like, back to like the workout like topic, fitness topic.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed, bro, whenever I fast for the first like 5 hours upon waking up, I actually have more of a euphoric feeling towards eating food at night, like in the evening time, and I don't overdo it. Like it's
Yeah.
so hard for me to like overdo on my calories, so I make sure I splurge with like fruit first when I break the fast, and then I eat,
Mm-hmm.
the big shit like the tuna, the steak, chicken, rice, green beans. That's like 1,200 calories alone, and then I finish off every single night with either a cup of ice cream, a brownie, or a piece of chocolate, just to like satisfy my taste buds. And that does it. And I don't overeat. I don't binge. Never
Yeah.
really binging at all. The only time I binge is when I don't fast, and when I don't finish off the night with like something sweet that satisfies my
Okay.
appetite. And drink water. The water is very essential too.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since I stopped eating like a lot of sugar, I don't really have a like sweet tooth really.
That's so good for you, bro. That's
Like
so
I
good.
still eat like a little bit of sugar throughout the day because you literally need it. But
Uh huh.
other than that, like I don't really eat a lot of sweets no more.
Is your calories still around like 2,200, 2,100 per day?
Yeah, it's been 2,100 a day for probably a month, close
I
to
could
it.
tell. I could tell you're definitely like your jawline's getting chiseled.
Mm-hmm. Getting shredded, brother.
Dude, there's like three ways to get shredded, and I feel like people just overcomplicate it. Number one, you don't have to run cardio. You do not have to run. You can walk every single day, as long
Yeah.
as you're walking 10,000 steps a day, or at least 15K if you want to get shredded. If you want to be like Brad Pitt and Troy, or like The Rock, dude, 20,000 steps in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Do that, and being in a caloric deficit, I'd say drinking
Yeah.
black coffee also helps burn
Yeah.
fat.
Black
And then
coffee
number
is
two,
a fat burner.
yeah. And then number two, doing your key lifts. As long as you're doing that every day, you can really eat whatever you want. Like, and this is probably controversy. People are like, "Oh, no, Savvy, you got to eat clean." No, you don't. You can eat whatever you want and still be shredded.
Bro, that's what what's his name talks about all the time. Freaking Sam Sulik.
Yeah, yeah. The guys in our house right now at our Airbnb I'm going to today, we freaking love Sam Sulek, bro. Like tonight, we're going to be watching him Saturday night with the boys.
Bro, he's a beast, bro.
Yeah, we have such a testosterone home now. These Airbnbs recently, so it's been different around here. Yeah,
Oh man, you guys in San Antonio or where you guys at?
yeah.
I'm in
That's
Waco.
Tennessee
dope.
at the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, testosterone wins, man. Now, for the last 10 minutes of the podcast, I do want to hit on something with y'all that's pretty. This is a topic that I don't really know too much about, but I'm willing to have humility and learn about it.
Okay.
In
Well,
what ways can we, or as men, what ways do we lose testosterone, like without even knowing it?